Marte's 0 for 3 and a walk tonight. And Starling swings and misses on a first pitch splitter. 98.
98-mile-an-hour splitter. Big barrel-chested right-hander.
Pulled on the ground, base hit. Over in the gap goes Bader to cut it off. Marte will hold it first with a well-struck single to get the Mets started in the bottom of the ninth.
Good hitting. Such a compact swing. And Bader does a good job of getting over there. And you've got a threat to steal here with Marte.
Now it's Alonso, who's 3 for 4 tonight. So he's given the lead to the Mets once tonight. And he pulls one, base hit. Marte into second base. Back-to-back base hits from Marte and Alonso, and the Mets have the potential winning run at second with nobody out. A 4-hit game for Alonso, his second of the year.
I mean, that's 2 bullets now, even though they're hitting on the ground. 2 bullets by Turner.
So now Brett Beatty up for the first time in the game. Took over defensively for Vientos when the Mets had a late lead. Would you ask him to bunt?
The Mets tried to bunt twice in yesterday's game. Yep. He brought that up earlier. Would you give him 1 pitch to swing? I would bunt. I would bunt as well.
Trying to avoid the double play.
And just get the runners in scoring position.
Corners come in.
He's going to swing it.
He takes it high. 101-mile-an-hour fastball, ball 1. Beatty has 2 sacrifice bunts in his major league career. And Brett takes a big hack at a high fastball at 102. 1 ball, 1 strike. Beatty had 1 plate appearance last night, drew a walk. Marte the winning run at second with nobody out. And that misses away. 2 balls and a strike. Brandon Nimmo is standing on deck.
You know, the book on Beatty for opposing teams is to challenge him upstairs with fastball. Can he beat Duran to the spot, despite the 100 he's going to see?
Lately, he's been hitting the fastball. And he took that one inside, and now it's 3-1.
That just missed.
Now Beatty in a great spot. Duran does not want to walk him and push that winning run to third. 3-1 to Brett Beatty. Swung and missed at a high fastball, and it's 3-2.
Is that a strike, Keith? It was a strike. Okay. He just tried to lift there. That ball's up and away, and he was just had no intention of hitting that ball like he can to the opposite field.
3-2 coming. And Beatty hits one in the air along the left field line. Long run for Marte, and it lands a base hit. Marte at the hold up. He stops at third, and the Mets have the bases loaded with nobody out.
Oh boy, the gods are with them. Boy, this is a half a bloop. Half a bloop. Not even a full bloop.
It's a parachute.
I mean, you literally couldn't throw it out there any better. Topper's out there and talk to his squad how they're going to defense this. And they got to bring their outfielders in. Yep. Infield in. They got the Mets have the right guy out.
Nimmo already has a sacrifice fly in this game. And now looking for the game-winning RBI. Bases loaded, nobody out. Tie game, last of the night.
Remember Nimmo, first pitch, with ducks on the pond.
The infield in, the outfield in.
He's already got a sac fly. That's all the Mets need.
Marte carrying the winning run. He's at third with nobody out. Ooh. And that's off the glove of Hernandez, but he pounces on it before Marte can make a move.
Looked like he wanted to throw a breaking ball there. He threw a rainbow. So here comes a heater here.
Oh, whoa! I don't want to be greedy here, but Nimmo's been the Grand Slam man.
Got 3 Grand Slams already this year. And Nimmo lays off. 2-0.
He's got to come to him now.
Any thought of taking one, Keith?
No. Rip City.
Rip City.
2-0 to Nimmo. And Brandon slashes it, base hit, and the Mets win the ball game. 4 straight hits against Duran in the bottom of the ninth. The Mets have beaten the Phillies 9 straight times at Citi Field. They've taken the first 2 games of this series as they win it in the bottom of the ninth, 6-5.
What a game.
A tough loss for the Phillies. Just a terrific win for the Mets.
Mets down 2 different times. Had to come back in this game.
And what a performance by Edwin Diaz. Came in the 8th inning, faced 5 batters, retired them all, struck out 4. And on the other side, Duran unable to retire a batter as the Mets get 4 straight hits to win the game in the bottom of the ninth and pull within 5 games of the Phillies in the National League East. And all of a sudden, it's game on.
Yes, sir.
That was a team kick there.
Yeah, there's the man.
Brandon, smart hitting. How many times when they need him to get a big hit does he hit that hole?
Fastball away, had to come to him. Doesn't try to pull. Right with the pitch. And look at that line drive swing. A thing of beauty. That's something that Brandon has gotten back.
His 6th career walk-off RBI. 3 of the 4 hits were bullets. That's got a little fortunate on Beatty's hit, and then Nimmo cashes it in for the game winner.
I mean, is this one of the most exciting games we've done in August in our 20 years? What a game.
And a base hit into left center field. Alonso coming up.
And back-to-back splitters by Duran. You see that.
Yep. And through the hole on the left side of base hit. See a little more fastball, John?
I would like to see one. I think that Beatty's probably trying to bunt here.
I would think so.
This can't be a lot of fun bunting off Duran.
Alonso has 3 hits now. It's 1st and 2nd. Bohm is in on the grass at 3rd. Harper's coming in at 1st. No, he's swinging away.
Now maybe they think if they bunt him and it's successful, you walk Nimmo. Now you're taking the bat out of 2 of your left-handed hitters.
One ball, no strikes to Beatty. 1st at bat of the night.
102 plays, Tom.
Yeah, it does. Beatty, a 243 hitter with 15 home runs. Just missed. It's 3-1. It did just miss. You'll see it here.
Yeah, it missed. Not by a lot.
Not by a lot.
It did miss. And now if you're Beatty, you just turn the fan on right here. Get out in front of one if you can.
3-1 pitch. Yes. 3-2.
I have a feeling that baby's coming again.
I would think so. Couple at 102, one at 101. There you see 3 at 102, 2 at 101. Just challenging him. Out toward left. It's not that deep. Marsh coming in. Still coming in. It drops for a hit. Oh, man. The bases are loaded. Nobody out. He hit it where nobody could get it.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about that. Duran made a good pitch, jammed Beatty. But like you said, it just there's nothing anyone can do. Good things come if you put it in play most of the time.
Rob Thompson out to the mound. Now this is to talk about defense, like how you're going to set things up.
Yeah, you're going to get you out at home.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty straightforward, isn't it?
Yeah, and the outfield will move in.
I think what he also wants to make sure is that where the middle infielders are set up, that they're not pinching like we saw a couple weeks ago.
I wouldn't mind seeing Trey moved over a little bit more to the hole. But like you said, you're talking high velocity, and Nimmo can hit the ball the other way pretty well.
The winning run, potential winning run, is at third. Phillies have lost 8 straight here at Citi Field. The infield is in, the outfield is in. Duran ready to go. Holy cow. That was a knuckle curve that didn't knuckle or curve.
Well, see, here's why I wouldn't mind seeing Trey move over, because he's almost directly behind Duran. And
it's like against Washington down in D.C. when Tenna hit one. Do you take a pitch if you're?
No.
You can't, right?
No. I would. Fastball, because you know Duran, the last thing he wants to do is go 3-0. So, you know, if you're going to get a pitch here, this will be it.
2-0 pitch. Line drive, base hit into left center field, and the Mets have won it in the bottom of the 9th inning. They've won their 9th straight over the Phillies here at Citi Field as the nightmare continues for the Phils up here in Flushing. 6-5 the final score on a base hit by Brandon Nimmo. All 4 hitters reached for the Mets here in the bottom of the 9th. The lead is still at 5 in the division. Nimmo, the Chevrolet player of the game.
Yeah, that's big. Big for the Mets. But you know, how many times will we see Duran give up 4 hits, 4 consecutive hits in an inning?
Second blown save for Duran.
Yeah.
What you talked about too is where Turner was set up.
Yeah, I don't know if Trey would have been able to catch that on the line, but it'd have been close. But you know what, Tom? We will never know.
We will never know.
Yeah, you know, 2-0. He's gonna come with the gas, and Nimmo just great piece of hit. Look where Turner is right here, and see if that ball would have been. Yeah, I think if he was moved over, he'd have had it. But what do we know?
In a game, the Phillies once led 2-0, and the Mets once led 5-2. But we go to the bottom of the ninth, and Duran will face Starling Marte, Pete Alonso, and Mark Vientos' substitute in this game, Brett Beatty. It was Vientos' spot. Now it's Beatty's. Here's Marte, first pitch. Swing and a miss at a split, a 98-mile-an-hour split. 0-1. He'll throw his fastball up over 100, and the split's at 98. Duran is a big, big man. The 0-1 on the way. Swinging a hard hit grounder up the middle. Base hit going into left center field. Bader hustles into the gap to play it. Marte takes a wide turn at first. He'll hold on with a leadoff single. The winning run is on with nobody out, and Pete Alonso coming up.
Well, good start for the Mets, and of course it's the veteran Starling Marte against a guy who Duran gets a ton of ground balls, and Marte hits one really hard that gets past the shortstop. But a good start against Jhoan Duran. Welcome to the National League East.
Alonso had a 2-run double with the bases loaded in the 5th inning. He's 3 for 4 on the night. Right-hand batter, the righty Duran sets. Holds the set. First pitch. Swinging a hard hit grounder. Base hit past the diving Turner into left field. Picked up by Marsh. Pulling into second is Marte. Alonso's got a 4-hit game, and the Mets have runners at first and second. Nobody out in this 5-5 game in the 9th inning, and Brett Beatty will be the batter for the first time tonight.
Well, since Duran got to the Phillies, he's been a godsend. He can't ask for anything better. 1 earned run allowed in 9 outings since coming over. He has not really had this to deal with, which is a whole lot of trouble, and he's in it right now.
Now behind Beatty are Nimmo and Taylor. Certainly would not be looking for a bunt here. Beatty, of course, has upper deck power. He's hit one of the longest home runs any Met has hit this year. That was on that last trip. So here is Brett. Left-hand batter. Bohm in tight at third, though. First pitch. Way upstairs, ball 1 at 101 miles an hour. Beatty batting at .243 with 15 homers and 41 runs batted in, but he's been a much different hitter over the last month or so. 1-0 the count to him. Now the pitch, swing and a miss, overpowered at 102. And the count 1 ball and 1 strike to Beatty, who has cooled down a little bit. He's 0 for his last 9. He's hit .327 since the 2nd of August, though. Just a base hit can win it here. 1-1 the count. Duran sets. Now the pitch. Way outside. Ball 2. Missed with a fastball.
You want to just put it in your mind. Duran has given up 1 home run this year. That was to Shohei Ohtani. Just to show you how hard it is to hit a home run against this guy.
Marte still runs well at second despite some leg issues. He's the winning run. Alonso at first. 2-1 to Beatty. Duran deals. Missed inside with a fastball. Ball 3. A good situation here for Beatty. As Duran rubs the ball up. Staying on the rubber. Beatty ready in the batter's box. Bohm is dropped back at third. 3-1 the count. Duran sets. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. He knew it was coming. On 3-1 with first and second, nobody out. He knew he'd be challenged. And at 102, Duran beat him. And it's 3-2 to Beatty. Mets undoubtedly will hold the runners here on 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch. And it's fought off and hit in the air to shallow left field. Charging ahead is Marsh. It drops in front of him. Base hit. Marte had to hold up, so he's only able to get to third. But a base hit for Beatty has loaded the bases with nobody out here in the 9th inning.
Now 102 in, 66 out. Beatty just plops this one down the left field line. And Marte, who was at second, had a good look at it. He was watching the ball flight, watching Marsh. Didn't want to get off too far in case Marsh catches this thing and doubles him up. So you'd love to, hey, this thing drops, I'm going to try to score. But you just want to go station to station because Oh, goodness. Bases loaded, nobody out on the road. Duran is in some trouble right now, and Caleb caught him. Oh, that's Rob Thompson, not even the pitching coach. Rob Thompson, the manager, just ran out there for a heart-to-heart with Duran and the entire infield.
Well, whatever he's told Duran had to know the Phillies are going to move the infield and the outfield in. All 4 infielders are up. The outfield is very shallow. So a lot of opportunities for Nimmo here, but you still have to catch up to that 100+. Beatty just did. Dunked that single into left. Bases loaded, nobody out. Mets 5, Phillies 5 in the 9th, and here's Nimmo. He has a sac fly tonight, 0 for 3. Left-hand batter, Duran, the right-hander, sets his first pitch. Way outside, rescued off the glove of Real Muto. Ball 1, but almost game over. That ball almost eluded JT Real Muto, and in desperation, he was able to get the glove on it and keep him close by.
He's lucky that was a knuckle curve at 86 and not the fastball at 102.
1-0 the count. All 4 infielders up, so are all 3 outfielders. The 1-0 to Nimmo. Outside, ball 2. Now Brandon, who's selective to begin with, can be even more so here. 2-0 the count. Marte the winning run at third. Alonso at second. Beatty at first. Nobody out. Bottom of the 9th, 5-5. The 2-0 to Nimmo. Swinging a liner to left center. Base hit. Put it in the books. The Mets have made it 2 straight over the Phillies. Marte scores from third. The Mets pour out of the dugout. Nimmo's waiting for him between first and second. Here comes the shower of water and sunflower seeds, and a group of happy Mets are jumping up and down, celebrating a 6-5 win over Jhoan Duran and the Phillies. They win it in the bottom of the 9th inning. The Mets have taken the first 2 games of this 3-game series. They have now cut the Phillies' lead down to 5 in the National League East, as they find a way against one of the elite closers in all of baseball, Jhoan Duran. The Mets get him for 4 straight hits. Nimmo with the game winner. 6-5 New York, the final.
Well, make it 9 games in a row in this ballpark. The Mets have defeated the Phillies. They're making this a tough place to play all season, and they're making this a house of horrors for Philadelphia.
So in the 9th inning for New York, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors, 3 men left. The final score, the New York Mets 6 and the Philadelphia Phillies 5. Back to talk about it in a moment on Odyssey Mets Radio, powered by the all-new Nissan Murano.
Starling Marte leads off. 3-4-5 for the Mets, due up. And the first pitch on the way. He swings and misses at a splitter. 0-1.
Yeah. Will Trainer, the umpire, has to lock it in. This is where he has to lock it in.
0-1 the count. Duran kicks in the pitch. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. It's through for a base hit. And the winning run is on. Bader over to Pickett near the gap. And Marte is aboard with a leadoff single. Here's Pete Alonso. Alonso's had a big night already. 3 hits. Drove in a couple of runs back in the 5th inning to give the Mets a 3-2 lead. Harper on the bag. Phillies look for the double play up the middle. Duran ready. Long set, the pitch. Swinging a ground ball deep short. Diving Turner can't get it. That's a hit. 2 rockets. And the Mets with 2 on and nobody out. Well, 3 splitters. The Mets are one of the best at off-speed pitches. This is no ordinary off-speed pitch, but here's Brett Beatty, another guy who's had a big resurgence. 15 home runs now in the season. He did not start this game. We'll see if he's bunting.
Not sure he can bunt.
Bohm is at the edge of the grass at third base. Duran comes set.
Beatty waits. Here's the pitch, not bunting, and he takes high, ball 1.
I mean, if you're going to bunt 100, somebody who throws 100 miles an hour, and you want your guy up there to bunt, it has to be an experienced bunter because it's very difficult to drop it soft.
Bowman Harper about even with the bags now. 1-0. Duran's pitch. Beatty swings and misses. A fastball at 102. Well, both clubs have had leads here tonight. Both clubs have had chances they haven't capitalized on. Duran ready. The 1-1 pitch. And that's way outside. And it's 2 balls and a strike. The Phillies are 2 for 10 with runners in scoring position tonight. At this moment, the Mets are 3 for 8. They've left 9 men on base. The Phillies have left 8. 2 balls and a strike. Duran comes set. Here's the pitch. And it's taken. And that's just inside for a ball. And it's 3-1. On Brett Beatty. Nimmo waits on deck. Jhoan Duran on the ropes. And the right-hander's 3-1. Swing and a miss. Another heater at 102.
Yeah, to be honest with you, our outfield is pretty deep here with the winning run on second base.
Other than Marsh, I mean.
And Bader's way back. He's a normal. There he comes. There he comes.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Beatty. Duran delivers, and the pitch swung on. Little bloop back of third. Marsh coming in, and he won't get it. It drops in for a hit. Runners had to hold, and that's going to be a base hit for Brett Beatty, and the bases are loaded for the Mets with nobody out here in the bottom of the 9th. Rob Thompson is coming out. And we'll go over all the strategy he can muster here in this moment.
But and the only strategy here, to be honest with you, is the play is at the plate. And if he's running out there for this one, I think it is a big breath moment where he's just telling everybody to slow down. There's one play only. Ground ball at you. Take your time. Just make sure to get the out at home. Sometimes you have to remind the guys that.
Well, the first time for Duran in this Phillies-Mets rivalry. And he is staring at a walk-off defeat here in a 5-5 game. Infield is in, outfield is in. Brandon Nimmo is the batter. With the bases loaded and nobody out. Duran ready. And his first pitch goes high, and it's stopped by JT, a curveball that nearly went to the screen. One and 0. Duran ready. Here's the pitch. And it's taken down and away for a ball. And it's 2-0. Marte, the winning run, 90 feet away. And the 2-0 from Duran. Swinging a liner into left. It's a base hit. The ball game's over. Jhoan Duran fails to record an out. 4 straight hits. And the Mets celebrate a walk-off win. And the Phillies have lost 9 in a row in New York at Citi Field. Dating back to last season. And even a late home run from Harrison Bader can't save the Phils from another defeat to the Mets. 6-5 the final.
Man, you just can't, to this Mets team, giving up the big 5-run inning in the 5th. They lately have been living and dying by the big innings, and that was just, as soon as that happened, the air just kind of came out of the field. So hats off to them to get themselves back tied And hopefully they can use that momentum, even though there's a crushing defeat here at the end, use a little bit of that momentum for tomorrow's game.
Phillies suffer their 6th walk-off defeat of the season, their 2nd here at Citi Field. 6-5 the final score. Back with the totals for you right after this.